go ahead and bring our specs out. Because you know, we're going to the carne asada this 4th of July. What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are celebrating the 4th of July. In honor of 4th of July, I thought I would recreate a look using different pigments because when I talk about pigments and loose pigments in particular, people freak out. When we talk about loose pigments, I feel like people freak out because they say that they're messy, that they don't know how to work with pigments, that they're pretty, but they just sit there. So today I'm going to show you how easy it is to really manipulate pigments to create whatever you need. If it's lip gloss, lip liner, blush topper, loose pigments offer the flexibility to create whatever you need. So today we did a little bit, we did a lot, but you can definitely tone it down, switch out the lip or lessen the glitter. But today I feel like we have a nice balance of celebration on our face. So if you would like to recreate this glowy, glossy, very extra carne asada look, make sure to keep on watching. Alright guys, so since I want the eyeliner to be the focus, I'm just gonna go in with my bronzer just to balance out the face, or you can go in with a brown shadow or a neutral shade that you prefer, but I'm just gonna go in with my bronzer. Once you have your base, we're gonna get creative and mix some pigments. So I am tired of using my hand, so I ordered this little set. You can get it on Amazon, on Wish, on pretty much everywhere. I wanted a fancy one, so I got this clear one, and it comes with a nice little baggie and a spatula. The spatula is double-sided, so that's great. Alright, so we're gonna need a glitter glue. Anything that you have that will get the pigment to work with you is great. If you don't have any glitter glue, a eyelash glue will work. It's going to feel a little bit like stiffer, but it's gonna work. So I'm going to go ahead and get about this much. You don't want so much because then it's going to dry out. I'm debating if I want a dark blue or a light blue, but I'm going to go in with Blue Escape. This is like a royal blue with a little bit of a satin finish. I'm going to go ahead and pour some in the cap and then onto my mixing little palette. I'm going to go ahead and start to mix the pigment with the glitter glue. I would suggest working with two different brushes, your mixing brush and then your clean eyeliner brush, just because it can get messy. Last step, we're just gonna go in and seal our work with the pigment on top. You can wait for the glitter glue to dry. I just prefer to go in with the pigment again and seal it. Next, I'm going to go in with a blue tinted glitter, only because I want to really play off of the blue, but you can go in with a silver or a gold or whatever color you like. Since we're going to be out and about, I thought this would be a great time to try out the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Protective Makeup with Sunscreen. So this has an SPF of 50. I've never tried this before, but I'm quite intrigued. As well as the Covergirl True Blend Base Business. This is the hydrating one. So let's just, you know, dive in today. It's not clearing to hide any of your pores or anything. It does sound really watery. Oh, I like the applicator. I'm gonna put it in the back of my hand because I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and apply like I usually do, like if this was a regular foundation, and then we will go from there. So usually I put little dots on my face. I really don't know what to expect. Like, is this supposed to be like a BB cream? This might be too white for me, but I'm just gonna go with it. I got 110 Porcelain, and it was kind of tricky because the outside of it is not really see-through. It has like a colored sticker. Other one looked too dark. All right, listen, I know this isn't my color, but let's talk about the primer. It says it's supposed to hydrate, and I did use quite a bit. Now I do know that I have dry spots, but it's supposed to kind of hydrate them and do a good job of doing that, and it's not. So let me go ahead and bring you in. Okay, so you can definitely see that it's like not helping at all. And the bottom area and in the middle of the forehead. I'm gonna say this is a no-go for me for the hydrating primer. I don't think it's doing anything, and it was like 10-12 bucks. Like, no. So far I feel like this is just not working, and I don't know if it's the primer, so I'm gonna go ahead and take everything off, and then I'll give this a second chance mixed with a darker shade. So give me a second. So I'm gonna mix the Pro Glow with this shade and see what happens. So far, I like this combination. It feels creamy, hydrating, and that primer made all the difference. So I can say now that I don't like the primer because I do like the combination of the foundation. All right, so let's move on. I'm scared. Every time I try a CoverGirl product, like the foundation, the new one, it had like little white balls and I just didn't like it. So every time I try a CoverGirl product, it just doesn't work for me. So primer, I can definitely say no. This one, when I swatched it on my arm, it looked good. So let's go ahead and hope that we don't ruin our face. All right, so I do like the Big Doe Foot Applicator. So I got it in the shade Porcelain. I usually like my concealers to have a little bit of a pink undertone, only because I feel like it corrects easier when you have dark circles. So far, it looks good. It's blending into the foundation seamlessly. Currently, this is my go-to mix of powders just for my face and for my under eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a sponge and set the bottom of the eye. I swear that primer and this powder combo leaves your skin super smooth. You don't want to overdo it with powder, just kind of like tap and set your face. But I'm going to just show you how flawless it makes you look. I use this powder combo in different intensities, but this is my go-to powder routine right now, and I have really long work days. This really holds up really well. Next, I'm going to go in with a bronzer. If you do not have one of these Essence little palettes, you are missing out. They are $1.99 each. You can customize. I just wanted blushes and a bronzer, so I did this one, and it is super, super useful. It is very affordable. So I just like to mix all the colors and just kind of customize the blush. So since we're going to celebrate and sparkle, we want to add that little extra on your cheeks. So I'm going to go in with 100 Karat Cosmetics blush toppers. You can use these as eyeshadows, blush toppers, blush. So this is what I really, really like about them. I'm going to go in with Love, and this is like a pink gold tone. For deeper skin tones, you could use this as a highlighter or blush topper. It really just adds that extra sparkle. And I'm just going to lightly like work it in, and you can already see the difference. So if I turn this way, you're going to get a gold / pink glimmer. For highlighter, I'm gonna go in with 100 Karat Cosmetics. This is Selfie. So since I want it just to lightly sweep the cheek, I'm gonna go in with a lighter, fluffy brush. If you want a more intense finish, I would use a thicker, denser brush. So if you notice, when I turn, we got the highlighter, the blush topper, the blush, and the bronzer all working together. And a lot of people don't like to go in with blush. I personally really do, because when I put the highlighter, the blush topper, and the blush together, it just gives you like a nice glow to the skin. So first I'm going to go in with the bronzer just to lay down that neutral base. So you can kind of see that laying down the base underneath before we go in with the blue makes a big difference. To blend this out, I'm going to go in with Sky Blue pigment. Alright, so for the star of the show, I'm going to go in with Iced Gold. And this is kind of like a hybrid between a pigment and a glitter. So you need to make sure that you are using a sticky base. First, to lay down the base, I'm going to go in with that highlighter. With a tiny brush, I'm just going to place it. I just want to add a little bit of sparkle without having the chunky glitter effect in your inner corner. Alright, so lastly, we want to shine bright and we want to sport all America's colors. So I'm going to go in with like an orangey red. You can do a darker one or you can do a lip gloss. So I really enjoyed this look. You can glam it up or tone it down with a gloss or a neutral lip. So definitely working with pigments can be a little bit intimidating, but all you really need is the sticky base. So whether you have a clear gloss that you're tossing some pigment and creating your own lip gloss shade, or you can have a glitter glue or an eyelash glue to create that perfect eyeliner that you want, and that's completely up to you what color, how much, how opaque. So I definitely have a special place in my heart for pigments, because sometimes as an artist or just a makeup lover, you don't always have the perfect shade that you are looking for sometimes in your collection. It's great to know that you can just mix pigments to create that color that you're looking for, versus having pressed eyeshadow where you have to go and scrape the top of it and know and see it that it's kind of like damaged. At least personally, it bothers me. The freedom that comes with using loose pigments to create a blush topper, a highlight, an eyeshadow, a lip gloss, I absolutely love, and that's why 100 Karat Cosmetics, most of the line is loose pigment, so that it can allow you to create whatever you need for your client or for yourself. So speaking of 100 Karat Cosmetics, we are having a 50% off sale. Pigments are starting at $250. These eyelashes are starting at $250. Definitely check it out. There will be a discount code in the description box. Since you're here, make sure to subscribe, turn on your notifications so that you can know every single time that I upload. Also, make sure to follow me on all my social media: Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. So definitely make sure to enjoy the hot dogs, the hamburgers, the carne asada this 4th of July with all the fireworks. Be safe, be careful, and I will definitely see you next time.